cheese
Even
defense.
or not. I just need to know if the volumes are like even or not so I can fix it.
Alrighty.
Just turn Winters all the way up.
I did
Yeah.
already.
He's already all the way up.
Yeah, he's all the way up for me too.
Turn down for what?
Turn down for what?
Alright, your stream is up.
Yeah. Just tell me how the volume is.
Give me 1 sec. Let me get out of voice.
Well, this is going to be a fine example of video game ball, boys. I have no doubt. Okay.
I have no doubt.
As soon as we, and they're saying, is everyone ready? Always a good sign in esports. So I think our people at home are ready.
I'm ready, and I'm at home.
William's at home and ready. Legit Bear is ready. Soka's
I'm ready.
Yes, we're ready to do the damn thing. As your finals of the Suprapug Cup are about to commence. It is a best of 3. Now, each of these games will be 20 minutes long. I believe the rules they are going with are golden goal rules. If you go the whole 20 minutes and it's a tie game, the game will end in a draw the way it's working right now. But what they will do is just do the golden goal, or what we commonly know in the North American world as overtime, where they'll just keep playing and the first person to score will win the game. So we have to go over these things just in case, because we're looking at two pretty closely matched teams here. Arguably the two best teams, and as they should. They got all the way to the finals. So it will be Pug Life versus Speed Hack Detected. And we are restarting the game. Yes.
Ready for some esports?
User disconnected from your channel.
I'm sorry?
Ready for some esports?
I am ready for some esports.
I'm ready for esports. These are really both great good teams too.
Yeah, it is a day of first. I've never got to cast with you either, Legit Bear.
I know,
so
I've never gotten to cast with you. It's gonna be a pleasure.
Same here, my friend. Same here. So here we go off the draw, and you'll notice both teams setting up, doing that boost draw thing, and sometimes that works pretty well. But this one is going to go at least into the corner there where 100 will play it out. He's got Ginkgo on defense for him, and they will start to set up from their own end here. As yeah, we've got plenty of time to settle into this. These teams probably know each other pretty well from the Pugs, I would suspect, and from they both faced each other in competition yesterday, and of course Speed Hack Detected did win that, but it's a whole new ball game here. It's a whole new Super Ball game.
Yep, definitely. And about the Pug part, a lot of these players do play a lot of Pugs, so they do know each other a lot and their movements, and it's gonna be this game's gonna be really good to watch, especially on defense and offense.
Yeah, defense being a very crucial part of the game. I mean, we get kind of caught up in some of the high-flying scoring antics of these guys, but with the weapons that you're given, yeah, defense can be pretty potent in Super Ball.
Yeah, defense, it's like you just gotta quickly boost back and boost your teammates backwards if you're on O, and just make sure like you're always communicating with your D, and it'll be a good game.
Yeah, and here's Pliff with it, and he's going to send one to E, who just kind of sails one well over past the net. I'm not sure if that got deflected or what, but OT Badger, he doesn't care either way. He's going to pick this up and take it, and we'll see what he does with it. He's waiting on his team to get back to him, and they're kind of grouping up before continuing, and now Fiend will look for them, and G2 Wolf going to go ahead and send this out of the way. Who will get to first? E does, and he's going to give it to Pliff, and they will start moving it in the other direction, and here comes Cause up the middle, back to Pliff, and they're going to have to look for Universal there. He's a prolific goal scorer.
Very
G2
good.
Wolf is going to take it back. Yeah, both these teams have some pretty prolific goal scorers, I must say.
Yep.
And OT Badger, he will begin things for Blue. He's going to make the pass across as he switches it up over to Fiend. And he will switch it back to Chicken down in the corner. And G2Wolf is going to put a stop to this before they can do too much with it. And now he will send it to Universal, down to Pliff. And they will start to go on the move themselves here. It does find Universal.
They're starting to spread out. They're starting to spread out for those mid goals. So what I've noticed when Speed Hacks plays, like they try to spread it out a bit more. So for passing, and then try and give it to Universal, who just comes gets a boost maybe from Pliff in mid and just tries a one-timer. That's what I've noticed so far in some of the games.
Ah, okay, yeah, and then so we should probably expect to see some of that in this one. See, that's pro player commentary, man. See, you're natural. Here's Universal to E, now back. The give and go, and they're going to find Cause trailing here, and Pliff with it now. And this one just beyond Universal, but he will try to pick it up on the rebound. Boosted away. Fiend going to pick it up off the wall here. No, he's just going to bounce it forward. And that'll give Pliff a chance to pick it up, send it back across the field to E. And that one blocked again. G2Wolf is going to have to play this. It's going all the way to the back. And so now it's kind of right back where it started before all that, as E and Pliff play a little bit of catch here. It's like Field of Dreams with a virtual field. Here's G2Wolf now. He has come way out to play this. And they saw the blood in the water. They started coming out towards him, as they didn't have much time to do much with that, though, as 100 will take it, slow things down. And so here they go, Pug Life, and still no score for either of these teams. But we're still pretty early on here. And there's one that goes on goal, but G2Wolf makes the save. And as you heard earlier, he has a pretty gaudy save percentage. So
he's only letting 18 goals this entire tournament. He's been really good.
Wow. I bet he gets picked a lot in those pugs.
Yeah, he's always goalkeeping. He doesn't really do anything else in pugs.
Yeah, well, you know, goalie of any kind is kind of a specialist position. You know, so you either like to play it or you don't. You know, and a lot of that depends on whether you have an aptitude for it or not. And we find that in pretty much any game that has. I don't know. I played real life hockey goalies, so
I actually did too. But like, it's just like you have a lot of pressure, just a lot of pressure on you, just trying to get those saves. And then every time you let in a goal, you're like, you feel like you let down the team sometimes. And it's like the same.
That's why you have to blast away your short-term memory, man, so that you don't even you don't dwell on those things.
Yep. And
you just completely forget about what just happened, and you focus on what's in front of you. But so far, neither of these goalies has had to do that. As so far, nothing. There's been a few pretty close attempts, but nothing really scary for either one of these guys to have to fight off. But yeah, as we said, it's a long series. Both these teams kind of taking their time in their early going, kind of feel each other out a little bit, and you know, not be the first one to make a crucial mistake that opens the door for the other team to strike.
Well, I think mainly.
What do you think of the chat? What does the chat think? Any favorites here? Who thinks Pug Life?
I think a lot of people say Pug Life. A lot of people say Pug Life, I see.
Okay. Yeah, upvote if you think Pug Life, or if you think Speed Hack Detected. If you're doing the social thing. Just press the like button, or the upload button, or the follow button. Yeah, guys,
or share button.
God, great. We actually got a whole bunch of followers yesterday in the first day of this tournament. So I was thrilled with that. Thank you to all our new viewers.
It's really great exposure for this game right now, even in alpha stage.
I think so. Yeah, that's the amazing part. This is an alpha, or an alpha, as we learned from DayZ. But yeah, it's an alpha. So you get your backpack. It's an alpha. But yeah, pretty polished, I would say, for an alpha version of a game. We have certainly seen some that aren't quite as polished, even in beta or full release. We won't mention any names, Legit Bear.
Don't mention any names.
Sure, you could probably think of some though, but
Yeah, I do. I've played in some. don't wanna say on stream.
No, of course not. We're here to celebrate esports, not disparage it. As there is plenty to celebrate, but so far no goals to celebrate. Oh, that was about as close as anybody's gotten there. But G2 Wolf, it's going to take more than that to get past him with the save percentage that he has.
Oh, Cause had a close one right there.
Oh, he put one in so close. But that's what she said also. But
It's almost been 10 minutes, and the game is like really tighten up right now. And as you see, like OT notices Uni, who's trying to like get that boost from Pliff in mid. Just keep noticing that. See right there. Oh, Uni had a nice try right there.
Yep, and they do manage to stop him. So Badger now taking it. Yeah, 11-17 left. No score. Yeah, it's both teams trying to keep their shape. Oh, it's gonna get loose from him. And G2 Wolf cannot chase that down in time. OT Badger does not care. He just scores goals.
Yeah,
and
like,
he doesn't care how he gets them.
Yeah, that has happened a lot to GT Wolf in the Pug tournaments and the tournament yesterday. He tends to go aggressive with the ball and comes out, but then sometimes like that it leads to a goal.
Yeah, I can see how it's a blessing and a curse, because you come out and sometimes that's going to give you room to make saves you wouldn't be able to make, but then sometimes somebody's going to be able to chip one past you like that, and that when you're that far out, no amount of speed boost will get you back in time to make the saves. So, but here's a chance. Universal! No! Just wide again. Oh, man. So, after a long period where there wasn't much in terms of good looks at the net, both teams are starting to really make some solid strikes here, and one of which has found its way in.
I think the pressure now is on Speed Hack Detected to score a goal, and there you have it. They scored one just to answer back.
Yep. And so now we are tied with 10 minutes left in this game one. It is a best of 3. So Pug Life and Speed Hack Detected are these. We saw that they were pretty evenly matched teams just from the records they had accumulated in yesterday's round robin play. So we expected a close game, a very tightly played game on offense as well as defense. And yeah, I think Legit Bear so far we have seen that, and especially on defense.
I think this game, these two teams, defense is the really key into.
Oh! And a rebound attempt. And 100 is finally going to corral this and hold it down. You know, finally dish this off to Fiend. So Ginkgo now. And he's got out to Badger on the wing. He's going to do that wall bounce. Now, we've been seeing people do this. But Badger doesn't care. He just scores goals. That is 2. And makes it 2-1. So once again, Badger with the go-ahead goal. But yeah, I've seen several people do that, man. They'll sit there and like bounce it off the wall a few times, just kind of dribble it, and then turn and fire.
Yeah. What I know is when people do that, well, sometimes when I do that, it's just to trick the goalie for them to commit, and then I could have a teammate come back and just shoot that one as well too. But it's just really dependent on if you miss or get that shot or not.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. It seems about 50% tactical and 50% psychological. And,
yeah, I think it's a psychological
60% of the time it works every time.
Yep.
Here's Chicken, and he's loose. Oh, the curve shot. He shoots and scores. 3-1 your score now, and things are starting to open up on the offensive side a little bit as Speed Hack Detected is, wow, Pug Life. How about that Pug Life?
I think their defense just caught right there. They had 2 guys on 1 blue, and the other blue just came out of nowhere, and both the other reds just got caught right there. And they just really need to cover their own man right now, if they really want to like keep the low score and try and come back in the game right now.
Yep, they've got to generate some offense pretty quickly, and yeah, 7:44 remains in this first game of the best of 3. And Speedhack Detective with it on the move here. Pliff saved. Back out to E. And he's going to keep this for a moment there. Cross pass to Pliff. Cause trying to just keep them at bay. So Pliff has got room to operate here. He's got E. And that one's deflected out of bounds for the goal kick. So pretty tough D in close there. They kind of have to now. But they've got to get some offense going as well. And here's Pliff trying to do so. And this will bounce back all the way to G2Wolf. And we'll see where he chooses to go with this. Cause coming back to take this in. And now he's going to find Universal. Nope, that one is blocked. So now Chicken and Cause go at it here. Chicken loose with it, finds Fiend. And Fiend's just going to send it back to 100 to reset the offense there. And now G2 Wolf trying to do the same. His is quickly deflected out of bounds. Still good to go back for the goal kick here. 6:37 left. And yeah, so are they, you think, what is the strategy here? Do you try to, I mean, that's not an insurmountable lead. I mean, this is certainly a team that's capable of scoring 2 goals. Or do you start thinking about that second game and changes that you're going to make?
I think if Speedhack can just put more pressure right now, I think they can score those 2 goals, because if they sort of put Pliff on more of bit O, they can get more goals, but then at the same time they might get caught. So it's just really on what they want to do right now, because I think they're trying to put more pressure on. But you can see from the Pug Life, they're just like putting on D just like crazy, getting their man, boosting them away, trying not to get the ball.
Yep, and E out of the game and now back in. So that could be a momentary man advantage. No, he's back already. There's his corpse right next to him, though. Here's Universal, and he's got a chance in front. Shoots and scores! Universal! And, yeah, I think you're right, man. This is a team that is certainly capable of scoring. They just got to get their momentum going. And, yeah, Chicken pointing out he reconnects even before the dead timer is over. So, very nicely done. And just in time to watch his team pull within 1 here. They've got 5 minutes and 23 seconds. And E stealing one out of the air, stolen back by Badger. This one's going to go all the way back to 100. And that was dangerously close to the goal, as Chicken's going to take it. And now he will look for Ginkgo in the middle. Setting up to Chicken again. And back to 100. So, yeah, they're going to take as much time as they want here with the 1-goal lead. But, yeah, it's certainly not a comfortable lead. Not any longer.
One goal leads are never comfortable. I think what they're going to try and do, Blue, is right now they're just going to try and score more goals, because it's never good to go into overtime if you get that tying goal. And Cause right there.
Oh, Speedak has tied it up, and we are knotted at 3 with 4:35
This is a tie game right now.
left.
It could be anyone's game.
Oh my goodness. So yes,
This is what I love about this game.
Interesting finish to this game. Either way.
I feel like this game can go into overtime if both teams are really good at defensive right now. I can see an overtime game for the first game.
I could see it too, but if both these teams can keep scoring at this torrid pace, we may not need an overtime. Here's Cause, and he has been the hero right now. He pulled his team back to even on the scoreboard, and so now he's going to send one across. The E is going to send it to him. He picks it up. Nope, 100's got it, and he's got it to Badger there. He's going to find Chicken on the wing, and Chicken on the wing is a good chicken to have. And here is Chicken again. It's stolen by E. And Badger's going to take this back. And so it's kind of a tussle at midfield for this thing. 3:30 left. Time running down on regulation. And yes, as we pointed out earlier, if this does go the full 20 minutes without anybody scoring, or with both teams scoring and tying up again for that matter, we will go into overtime, which will basically just be like playing another game until somebody scores. And that will settle it, at least for game one. Not to mention the potential 2 other games we've got to bring you here. Oh man, this is truly a battle of the Titans. We promised you greatness. We told you they canceled Game of Thrones for a reason tonight, and this is the very reason. You're seeing the Game of Thrones right here. Not sure which ones are the Lannisters or which ones are the... I'll leave it to the fans to do fan fiction on which of the teams represent the various houses of
Might not want to
George
spoil
R.
it for
Martin.
those who haven't watched it yet, though.
Oh yeah, because then when you talk about stuff that
Yeah.
that those houses did, you inadvertently reveal a plot line that someone has not gotten to in the movies or books. So yeah, that way lies danger. But yeah, just like that one time on the show last week when... Anyway. So here is E with less than 2 minutes left to work with in regulation. He's going to give it to Pliff. Cause out there open. It shoots. Scores!
User
Cause!
left your channel.
With 1:49 left to play, it is 4-3, and that was a huge goal.
That was
by
a
Cause.
huge goal, and there was a mistake by Chicken. He was too focused. I think it was on Uni. They were just duking out in midfield, and there was only 2 defending, which got
Chicken
caught.
though, and Chicken responds. Chicken.
Oh wow, this game is.
Chicken. So 4-4, and just like that, within the space of a few seconds, Cause and Chicken, and what can you say but Cause and Chicken?
I think just Chicken just redeemed himself right there with that goal.
Mom had a chicken, Mom had a Cause. Dave was proud.
I think that's Cause's 3rd goal already. It's a hat trick for him.
Yeah, wonderful play either way, and both these teams definitely making their way through this finals in splendid form, as it's still anybody's game. A minute left to play in regulation. Will somebody get it done before time runs out, or will we go to golden goal? We will find out, as Chicken's got it, and he's got room to work with it here on the side, as he's got some help there. Badger running interference for him, and he will just try to fight everybody off of Chicken. And he's going to take the pass himself. That was kind of like a NBA give and go there. Very nicely done. But either way, it's going to go out of bounds. And so the goal kick by G2 Wolf will take place. 30 seconds left here. Cause quickly on the outlet pass, looking across. He's got Universal. He finds E. And now they're starting to come in. We'll see if the defense is paying closer attention this time to the shape of the
There's
offense.
14 seconds left. This might be going to
12
overtime.
now. It's sure looking that way, legit
Sure,
there.
looking it is. Looking it is.
Yes, looking is it. And there it is.
There it is.
So nothing to be put in stone just yet, as we will play this one to its conclusion.
So, who do you think, Winters, who do you think is going to get the game-winning goal?
I don't know. G2 Wolf comes out of nowhere, takes it coast to coast, and just 1v1s everybody and scores.
I think my bet is either Cause or Chicken for the respective teams.
I think that is probably a much safer bet, yes, as they came up big for both their teams right there at the end.
Or could the unsung hero E, I mean, he does come in clutch hat sometimes, too.
He does. He almost did there.
He does. He almost got one there.
My goodness. So here is E again with it. And plenty of room. He's going to send one to Pliff. Oh, he was looking for that aerial pass across and not able to connect with it. So here comes Badger. Now back in the other direction. 100 will take it. Back to Chicken. So you got to figure a lot of attention will be paid to Chicken and Cause as well.
Most definitely. And defense really has to watch themselves right now. If they get caught, they might just get that golden gold.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's all about pulling off that time. When do you start double teaming somebody? And do you leave somebody open in order to double up on somebody and then just leave a side of the field exposed in doing that? Back to G2 Wolf with velocity. He's able to handle it, though. And now Pliff will take it. Deflected. It will go again to G2 Wolf. And so Speed Hack will start setting things up here. And remember, the next goal wins this first game of the best of three. College tries to knock that out of the air. Universal's going to give chase to it. He catches up with it at the wall. He's sent it over to E now. And we'll see where E goes with this. And again, Universal cutting for him there. And the cross pass will go all the way to 100's going to take this. And Geeko switching with him in the net will take it, send it to Fiend. And now here's what a save made. And G2 Wolf is going to knock this way out of bounds in the other direction. The goal kick for 100 will commence. And now here's Chicken with it quickly. Badger now around, shooting off the wall, rebound, catches it, passes it to Fiend, shoots off the side again. That one was very, very close. It looked like G2 Wolf got a piece of that. Now back over to Ginkgo, now to Fiend, now back to Ginkgo as they are working their form here. Fiend back again, and he will look for Badger here at the other side of the box. He's going to send it back to Chicken. And now you'll see Speed Hack trying to press the issue a little bit on defense, try to push these forwards back a little bit.
Yeah.
And Chicken just biding his time, just waiting.
Blue's having a hard time to set up like pass because all their routes are just getting blocked, either getting boosted away, but yeah, they just need to find that one opening pass right now.
Yeah. Well, they've got plenty of time to do it. It's just the whoever scores next is really going to set the tone for this series, because it is a best of three. And in a best of three, you always like to win that first game so that you can say you're one game away from winning it all. And then all you got to do is just, you know, win that one game.
Yeah, less pressure on you to, you know, get that game.
Oh, E.
Yeah.
So close again. And G2 Wolf.
So close.
Now, off the goal kick. Cause to Pliff. Now over to E. He's got room. And he's going to make a pass here to Cause. He's going to flip it over to Universal. The save made. Ginkgo trying to get it out. Now he gets it to Badger, who's going to retreat a little bit. Walking this back, he will pass it over to Chicken, who finds an open Ginkgo on the other side. Now back to Badger. He's getting some pressure from E. He's just going to go ahead and dish it back to 100. And they will begin from the keeper position once again. Here's Chicken, though. Pliff intercepts. Stolen. Pass to E. Room on the side. Waiting for Cause to catch up. Now he's there. Does he shoot or does he pass? We will find out. As he looks for Cause. He's got Cause. And a save made. As
Oh,
Badger
that was wonderful by OT for defending his goalkeeper while his goalkeeper was distracted as well.
Yeah, nice work rotating on defense. As, yeah, Badger, not their normal goalie, but you wouldn't have known it from there. And Chicken with a shot that will be sent into the stratosphere. 100's going to come out and play the goal kick here. Fiend now with it. And Pliff's going to mark him closely. And he will go ahead and just give it back to 100 to find another person to send it to. Nope, he's going to wait and have room to give it to Fiend here. So now Fiend at midfield.
Can't really get anything set up right now. Everyone should like boost it away.
Yeah, Speedhack is playing very tight defense.
Very tight.
But that one got through enough for G2Wolf to be able to handle it. Sends it out, taken by Fiend on the fly, back to Pliff though. And now he's got E, who manages to avoid Chicken. And Cause is going to send it all the way back to G2Wolf now. They are playing it back to the goalies a lot with this more defensive style. So here goes Fiend. And they're going to try to boost their way to this. Badger, Pliff. And Pliff going to get it switched over to E. And here comes Universal. He had some momentum there. And now he will give it to Cause. And look for the pass. Pliff's going to get it here. And we'll see where he goes with it. And he's again taking measure of things at midfield. Let's see, looks for the outlet pass somewhere. He's waiting for Cause to get open.
Yeah, he's getting harassed by Chicken.
Pressuring Cause up against the wall.
Oh, he got Chicken got him into the ball. So once you get into the box, you just get knocked out. So I think that was really trying to get him to do that.
Yeah. Well, it worked, yes. And so 100 will take this over to Fiend. 13:07 left in this this first overtime period. I assume we'll just keep going, man. There's just double overtime, triple overtime. We could. I don't know. I hope you didn't have plans for the rest of the evening.
Oh, I have no plans. I have no plans. I'm down for a triple over.
Oh, but never mind. Universal shoots and scores with a beautiful shot. He got the pass. He one-timed it right across the middle. And all our talk about how long this thing is going to go is answered immediately with a nice shot by Universal and a big come-from-behind win for Speedhack Detected. Very nice, fellas.
Very
we'll
nice.
go to game 2 with 1-0. Wow. They were down by a couple in that last game.
They were actually down by like 0-3, I think, I believe.
Yeah, was it 3?
Yep.
I couldn't remember whether it was 3-1 or 3-0, but yeah, it was. I didn't want to
3-0,
say.
and then they start crawling back up, so it's going really pretty good right now. Like I said earlier, Uni really loves getting that boost and coming up through mid. It's like out of nowhere, and it really surprises the enemy team.
Yeah, that was something else. Okay, so we'll need to reset this game, I suppose, and start game 2. But wow, that was a nail biter right there. And so Speedhack Detected, they are still undefeated. And we await the starting of this game. As G2Wolf says BRB, I think probably everybody needs a little bit of a break after that.
Almost full 40 game.
Yes, but thank you for continuing to watch, folks. Yeah, we've got potential 2 more games, at least 1 more game. This is a best of 3. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Oh, but no, they're waiting on us, so I know we could start it, but actually, yeah, because several of them are AFK at the moment.
Several of them are AFK right now. Soka, do you have anything to say?
Yeah,
Glad to
Soka,
see
your thoughts?
these weren't a total washout. I was kind of expecting kind of a one-sided game, but
Really?
really friggin' happy that that happened, because that was exactly what we want. You know, seeing these super close games. And I'd just like to point out that this is a bunch of like old school death ballers and a bunch of like new school like guys. So it's not just the fight for whose team is on top, but it's also like kind of the pride of, you know, a bunch of these people from coming outside of the community into this really, you know, tight knit established community and showing dominance.
So it's an ideological battle of anachronisms. So we're looking at teams from different time periods doing battle.
A lot of different game backgrounds too.
And I mean, I believe Speed Hack Detected has, it does have Uni.
Yep, Uni is a D-ball player.
And he's an old deathball player, but Pug Life is all old deathball guys. So,
Soka, who do you think's gonna win game 2?
I guess I'm hoping it's gonna be Pug Life, just for the sake of watching game 3. Hopefully they can go back and kind of redo their stuff, or actually they really didn't do anything wrong. But hopefully they can go back, make the changes they need, and pull out a win against Speed Hack Detected here.
What about you, Winters? What do you think?
Oh man, you know what? After that last game, I am kind of scared to predict anything because that was just incredible.
Yeah, that was...
I'm just at a loss. So I'm glad we're taking a bit of a break between games because it was like, wow, let us all contemplate what we have just seen, the esportsness of it all. It was pretty esports, fellas.
Very.
And I know you have seen some esports in your time.
Yep, I've seen a lot. And
You can tell by the pixels.
Yep,
When it's
by the
shoot
pixels.
and when it's real esports. And I know our viewers definitely feel the same. And so, thanks everybody. Yeah, I'm looking at it. It says 199 followers. So, I may be, those numbers may be off. But if not, yeah, if we've got one more person to get us over the hump. I love those nice, even, round numbers. We'll give away $1 million at $200.
$1 million to anyone, everyone.
That's just a mere fragment of what these teams will earn today for playing in this tournament. So it looks like people are starting to trickle back in slowly here. At which time we will begin game 2 of this best of 3. What we just witnessed was, yes, Speed Hack Detected versus Pug Life. The two best teams in round robin play. It went back and forth. It looked like Pug Life really had them by the short hairs there, or by any hairs at all. They were up by several goals. And then with a dramatic comeback, they come back to tie. And then
Win it overtime.
went for the lead, and then Chicken with a big goal. Yes, so we go to overtime, and then Universal. Yes, as Soka said, the old school player. He's no stranger to this game. He knows the rules, and so do they, and he got the goal scored. And so that was the difference maker on the game 1. So Speed Hack Detected currently with a 1-game lead in this best of 3, if my math is correct.
Yep.
And yeah, I should have hooked you up with the music. We have
Oh
IBM
yeah, I forgot
music.
the music. I mean, I can play my own music if they want, but I'm not sure the taste of people, and that's the thing.
You got any 1,000 BPM Terror Core?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. You just scare the hell out of people.
Winters, you ready?
Actually, yeah, I think, can we agree not to respawn unless you're actually bugged? Okay, is that a cheese move, guys? They're talking about like when you get zapped and you go unconscious for what I feel personally is probably too long an amount of time. But you can circumvent that apparently by leaving the game and then joining again. Am I wrong on this?
Sorry, what? Soga?
Instead of
Hello?
getting knocked unconscious, you just quit out of the game and then join again, and then you're back before, presumably before the timer times you back in.
It's pretty easy to see if you're bugged. So, I mean, from that aspect, obviously you should have to wait until you get back up.
Yeah.
But there's no real way to time it perfectly. it's a bug. We have to deal with it. If people are found abusing it too much, we'll kind of look into taking administrative action. But at this point, I mean, there's nothing we can. There's nothing we can do.
Well, and that's just one of those reminders that this is an alpha, and that's why. See, and Soka, I think that's why tournaments like this are so important, is because you can test everything all day long with your internal team. I know this as a game developer now. Hashtag Wrecked. It's the game of the future. Arena shooters. See you at QuakeCon. But yes, I know that there's only so much that you can test internally, or even with your few friends that test. There's some things that really only come out when you get into a full-fledged competitive type of situation like this. And so I have a feeling that there's going to be several things, and that's what made me really thrilled to see one of the dev guys actually in here watching this and seeing the Super Bowl people retweeting this and stuff. Because if there are things like that that do come out in the, I hate to say meta, but yeah, meta, then they will be looking at those things and addressing those things. And I think that's super, super important for the future of this game. We have seen it come back to bite many a dev who did not pay attention to these things. So,
for posterity's sake, I'd like to point out that respawning isn't actually that much of an advantage, like Fuman said in chat. You lose a lot of boost potential and your ability to get across the field quickly. So, it really, unless the ball happens to be there at the exact second you respawn, loading times and all that, it's not going to affect anything.
Looks like game 2 is starting.
The whitest of nights, Soka, ladies and gentlemen.
Good advice, Soka.
I think we're about to start this thing, guys. Are we ready? Are our bodies ready for game 2? For Exica. I remember
My
Exica,
body is ready.
For Exica.
So we'll see if this one goes the full regulation and more. We have started the regulation of game 2. And it looks like the teams are pretty similar as before. Yeah, I'm trying to watch on the fly and make sure that, but yeah, it looks like they are dancing with the ones that brought them. It's the same guys. So 100 out to Fiend again. And now they will start things out. Here is Ginkgo. And they're giving Chicken a lot of room to operate over there. And he sends one to Fiend, who's going to get deflected out of bounds. 100 will take this back. And yeah, we'll see if the momentum that both these teams started picking up, if that leads to a bunch of goals scored early on, or if it will, if they'll try to settle things down like they began in that first game.
I think getting the first goal is going to put on the momentum for whoever scores first.
Here is E with it, and yeah, there's a lot of little 1v1 fights going on here, and that's giving Pliff a little chance to shoot. He tries to curve one in. He tried to curve the bullet, but that one is blocked, and G2 Wolf will take this now, and so here is E. And as Universal pushes forward, Cause takes it on the side here. So Universal backs off a little bit. Pliff comes in. And now you'll start to see the individual battles happen as they try to clear out some room for each other. It gets all the way in for the save. Badger now back to Fiend, and they will walk this back and try to get some room to clear it out. And they'll have to take it all the way back to 100 to do so. So he will find, looking for that pass way ahead, and this one's going to bounce loose. G2 Wolf there to handle it. Now out to E. In the corner, Universal, the hero of the last game. And this one way up, way out. G2 Wolf for the goal kick. So yeah, it's slowed down a bit so far, but as soon as I say that, so he's going to score. So I'm just not going to say that. I didn't say
You don't want to jinx it.
No, the caster curse, as we say, yeah. Part of that's probably just some sort of egomaniacal thing that makes us think that somehow what we say influences how these cyber athletes play their games out, which I do not subscribe to personally. But, you know, superstition dictates that we at least pay lip service to that, I suppose. Like when somebody's pitching a no-hitter, you don't say, oh man, this might be a no-hitter. Where was that baseball analogy when Matthew was here yesterday? That's the only sport he cares about. It's funny.
Only.
And I know a lot of our fans don't care about sports at all. Hell, even Mr. Zombie said he was not much of a sports guy. But you don't have to be much of a sports guy to enjoy this game.
I like this game. It's like handball as well as football, soccer.
Yeah, it has elements of several of the traditional sports. And then, I don't know, I've always been a sucker for the micro genre of futuristic sports. You know, your Bitmap Brothers speedballs, your things like that. Oh, what was the one, Smash Ball, I think it was called, for Half-Life, the mod?
Yep, Smash Ball. Smash Ball is similar to this.
Yes.
I played that for a bit too. I think Epigenesis was a similar one like this, a relatively new one that came out this year.
Yeah, Epigenesis, we played that. It was pretty cool. Oh, but E from downtown shoots and scores. A nice pass there, and he went full on with it. And from distance, we've seen a lot of these shots come in from a lot closer, but E getting it done from way back there in the back. Yes, 1-0 your score, and that's the first one on the board. But yeah, futuristic sports, man. And anything with like post-apocalyptic cars that you're trying to score goals with and stuff like that. Yeah.
I'd like to see that. An add-on for this.
And this is very much in the wheelhouse of those sorts of things. So as was Deathball. So as a fan of Deathball, I approve heartily of what we're seeing here. Here is Universal. Now back over to Cause. And Cause, they're giving him room to play with this. And he makes the shot. It does go off the post. Now here is E with it. And that one blocked immediately. Immediately, if you will. So back to G2 Wolf. He will send it over to Pliff. And yeah, they've got a 1-0 lead here after shocking everyone with that crazy overtime game. And it took a while before they were able to pick up the lead in that last game, but when they did, they won it all. So here are the Speed Act Detective team trying to do the same, but Pug Life definitely moving the ball very well. As Chicken, this one moves way up in the air. Will this come down somewhere where it's playable? It does. And so it's a race to get there, which Chicken will win. You don't want to get in a race with the Chicken.
Never want to.
But yes, 100 taking his time with the ball. And we'll move this out to Ginkgo. Now midfield, Fiend with it. And he finds the cross pass. And that went from Badger right to G2 Wolf and back out. So now they're going to battle for it here on the red side. Now Universal with it. Now he's going to send it back to Pliff. And yeah, we're seeing a lot more slow builds in midfield this round than we did. Right there in the last crazy moments of that last game where the box got pretty crowded with people, man. Now here's Cause. And now Universal. And it looked like he was trying to make the pass to Cause. I'm not sure, that might have been somewhat stifled by someone. Now here is Universal over to E. Chance in front. Stopped. Ginkgo's got it. And he will get this to Chicken, who immediately dishes it back to 100. And he will begin things from the box for Pug Life. Stolen by Pliff from midair. Now Universal. Coming down. E clearing out a path. In front. Shot, score! Top shelf for Mama Keeps the Cookies.
That's the second time that E has gone through that mid. I think
Yeah.
I think Pug Leg really needs to get someone just blocking that because if you look back, there was only everyone else was concentrated on their own guy, but E just came out of nowhere and just got that.
Yeah, very effective.
Yeah, it's very effective right now for speed hack.
It's super effective. He used middle. It's super effective. So now, will E do it again? E is setting up there, but this one is going to go back to G2 Wolf, who will begin things again. Over to Cause. Universal leaving and entering. So some of this may just be connection issues, man. I don't know. It is an alpha.
Still an alpha.
You never really know. But again, been pretty stable as far as the game client goes all weekend long. I mean, when you play like, I mean, yesterday was like 7 straight rounds, man. 4 games in each of those rounds. So if there are super terrible bugs and stuff, they will become very apparent. But yeah, it's apart from a little hiccup here and there, nothing really super out of the ordinary. Nothing really, you know, game stopping. Certainly. So yeah, superball.net. Yeah, check it out if you haven't. And is Badger out of bounds? I'm not sure.
Yep, he is out of bounds. He got knocked out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see him now. Okay.
Can't get close to that net.
I didn't know if he got stuck or what. He said he got stuck earlier. So this one volleying way out of bounds. That will give G2 Wolf an opportunity to take the goal kick here and start things from the box.
And back again.
We'll have to do it again. Gonna try the other side here, see what that does for him. As E finds Universal, finds Cause, stolen, chicken now, blocked. Who's going to get to this first? It looks like everybody's too busy battling with each other, just trying to keep the other person from getting the ball rather than going for the ball themselves. As now Cause will take it. Universal again. And Chicken coming out quickly to play him. Now Pliff with a little bit of room here. He will move it to E, and now Cause in scoring position sends it back to E, and just beyond is whatever we call these. They're not really guns, are they? I guess they're sort of guns. They were guns in Deathball. They're a little more non-violent guns in this, I guess, Legit Bear.
Ball shooting guns.
But here is Cause. He goes ahead and tries to shoot one in. That is quickly blocked. So now Badger will take it. He's got Fiend. And he was looking for that aerial pass, and this is going to go over the head of Badger. But it's loose in front as G2 Wolf was out wide playing that. So, but nobody could get that settled down to get a proper shot off. So we go back for a goal kick. And now Ginkgo will take it.
Compared to last game, it's 2-0, whereas the other game was already 3-0, but still 9 minutes to go. So if Blue this time can come back, whereas last game they were ahead, we might have an interesting match. And it looks like Badger just got knocked out again. Seems to be unlucky with that.
Oh, but there was a close one there. As
yeah, there was a close one right there.
Able to make the save on it. He was in good position. And here's what OT Badger, as he uses that bounce to his advantage again. OT Badger does not give a fuck. And he puts one on the board for his team. And a much needed goal. They were down 2-0, now only down 2-1. So we may be headed for another close finish here, Legit Bear. I would not be super shocked.
I think this game is going to be a close one. Because since OT scored that goal, I think it puts less pressure, but more pressure for Red now. They have to get that. Wow. There you have it.
We're told
Cause
we
just,
have more viewers.
Cause just
than...
answered back right there.
Oh, man. 3-1. As soon as I look away, he scores.
I know. I was in the middle of talking too.
Cause, you're too good. You're too good for the casters here. But yes, 3-1, your score. And speed hack detected after they were sort of falling behind there in that first game versus Pug Life. And ever since then, they've looked pretty strong. They seem to have regained a little bit of their form here. And if they win this, Legit Bear, they will have gone through this entire series without dropping a game. Not one game.
I think they go 8-0. That's pretty good. And I would like to know what the stats are for G2Wolf if this is the final game. Compared to the other goalkeepers, how many goals has he let in?
Yeah, because he did let in a few in that last game, but he made so many saves on top of that. So percentage-wise, you'd have to say pretty good.
He's being a beast compared to other goalkeepers right now. But
With
then again,
7
you
minutes left.
have Pliff as well, who's really good at defending. So gotta give props to Pliff too.
Well, and here they go with the bounce passes again to themselves. It does get the ball going at a pretty high rate of speed, man. So it gives you a little room to kind of plonk it wherever you want to do it. So that's it's a neat little strat. Here's Universal. Shoots, save, 100. He's made a bunch of saves in this too. As you have to be good to be a goalie in Super Bowl to get to this level to play in the finals of something like this. You know, it's going to be interesting to see how the competitive community, I mean, these were teams that were assembled specifically for this cup. Will these teams continue to play together competitively, or will they find different people through the pugs or through people that are joining? You know, Soko was talking about some of the old school guys. Will they get the band back together? You know, some of the old teams that used to play that played in the leagues and ladders before, will they reassemble for the purposes of this? I'm curious to see where the competitive community goes from here.
I think once they add a couple more features, I think there will be more teams, because I know there's already a couple of Deathball teams ready for Super Bowl. They just didn't sign up for this tournament. But I think teams like Pug Life and Speed Hack will probably stay as a team for other tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
Other teams, I think.
Oh, chicken! Oh, that was sick! What a beautiful feed, and with authority, slams it down. So we have a 3-2 scoreline here. Chicken pulls his team within one. And so Pug Life, could they be on a comeback very similar to what Speed Hack Detected pulled off in the previous game?
I feel like this game is really similar to the first one right now. Going up 3-0 and then goal by goal right now.
Yeah.
We might see an overtime game for this one too.
It's certainly not out of the question, man. But here's Pliff, and he's trying to make it out of the question as he chips him there. That was just a straight chip. 4-2. He caught him out in that no man's land. I mean, you know, I played goalie in hockey, was great at it. Played goalie in soccer, was terrible at it, just terrible.
Oh,
and
I
part
played
of
that
it is
too.
that just getting caught out there too far, and then you either have to just go for it all the way and just throw yourself at the guy and hope that you make them commit overly to one side or the other, or you have to try to hurry back as fast as you can. But a lot of times people just freeze, and there's nothing you can do because they're just going to chip you. And that was the chip shot over his head, for those of you that don't follow regular sports. So yes, 4-2, and that goal could have been a very important one, as there are only 4 minutes remaining in this game. And if they can hold on to this lead, Speed Hack will be the champions of Suprapug Cup 1.
Winters, who do you think is going to be the MVP out of this entire tournament?
Oh, wow. Well, if we're talking about goal percentages, it could very well be G2Wolf. Now, you probably want to look at somebody who did the bulk of the scoring. So there's that too. And I don't know. When I saw this team play yesterday, Universal was scoring a lot of goals. I know Mr. Zombie was talking about it. So he's definitely one to. And then when you see guys like Chicken and how well they have played, and goodness, Cause, you could make a case for several guys to be the MVP of this. We'll go with Cause.
Without a doubt, I think so too. I think it could be a fight between G2 Wolf and Cause.
Yeah, we'll leave that one up to the people in Twitch chat. Yeah, submit your tell us who you think the MVP will be. We'll crowdsource this, man.
We'll do a straw poll.
There may be some bias in that. I can't guarantee scientifically accurate results from consulting Twitch chat, but we'll at least get an idea of how people are kind of feeling. Universal, he's feeling it there. And another long distance. Hello.
That was really good passing. That was really good passing right there.
Sealer there. Yeah, I think you're right, man. 5-2 with 2:27. The confetti that you saw flying through the air could be the celebratory confetti for the finals champions with that goal. As Speed Hack detected, really getting some timely shots in right here at the waning moments of this game too, right when they needed them. And so we may not even have to go 3 games in this.
Might not have to.
But yeah, I'm still not going to count until this thing is until all the time has elapsed. I'm not going to count out Chicken and this Pug Life team, because good Lord, they have been pretty good in this whole thing. But here is Chicken again, and he finds Badger off the framework again. It's a very close one, and G2 Wolf is going to make sure he places this well and doesn't get it taken away from him at the point of contact. And that is probably a very wise thing to do. That's why we were considering him as one of the possible MVPs, because he's got game smarts, man. But here's one in front, 100 with a huge save, point blank range, and 100. He has certainly done pretty well in goal too, even though they may be on the losing end of this. Maybe, I don't know. 1 minute left. He has certainly been up to the task. He's made a bunch of stops. And now he makes another one again on E. Here's the rebound. He makes that one too. So a couple of big saves in a row in succession there, if you will. So back to Cause, and they're going to try again. They are doing the defense through offense thing, certainly here, as E. 100 with the save once again. And he is under fire here in the last few seconds of this game. But yes, now we're at the 30-second mark, and it is starting to look pretty good for the Speed Hack team. There's Cause with a shot. Up a little high. Now Chicken. Back over. Blocked, though, on its way. 100 tries to pick this out of the air. It's going to go back to Cause. He finds a Universal there in the middle, and he's got it. And now I suspect they will just slow this thing down. 12 seconds. Yes, I think we can safely say, yes, put it in stone. Your champions of Suprapug Cup 1, Speed Hack detected,
AKA
undefeated all the way through.
AKA Exica.
GG's.
We're going to celebrate Exica for winning.
Oh, and Exica, yes, of course. Number 1 in our hearts.
Always in our hearts, Exica.
But wow, what a finals. And GG's to both these teams. Pug Life, a very solid performance there. And we were expecting 3 overtime games possibly out of all this. We did not know. But what we saw was phenomenal. And so who have we still got in here? Well, Soka, what did you think, man?
I mean, the games were close. This was a phenomenal grand finals. Both teams played very admirably. So I think Speed Hack Detected fought really hard to get that win. It was not an easy road for them, and I think that's good.
Yeah. And who would you say, we were talking about who should be the MVP? We're not really sure who to decide on. Your thoughts?
I think it's easy to look at the offenders, like, you know, like Chicken and Cause as MVP just because they're the ones making the points. But people like Pliff and G2 Wolf are doing a lot of work on defense, and I'd honestly give it to Pliff. Without him, that defense would have been shattered, and he really did do a lot of work for his team.
You know what? That's a good choice. He really anchored that team and played well. We called his name a lot, and a lot of the times it was just for making stops in the middle and just coming back and doubling up on people, helping out in the box. He was just there a lot, just making plays around the ball, and maybe not being the guy who scores 1,000,000 goals, but certainly being the guy who steps things up. You have to have players like that to win. So, yes, I think Pliff is a good choice. Billiam, I see you're here. Your thoughts on the MVP?
Ooh, I mean, the game is won by goals. I do think Pliff was my definite second choice, but I think Universal definitely really put the balls in the net when you look at it. And that's what wins the game.
That's hot. Put the balls in the net. I like that. Okay. Mr. Zombie, I know you were talking about Universal earlier. You got to see quite a bit of his play. Do you think he was the MVP of this thing?
I really do truly think that Universal is the MVP. While we did see a lot of good play from Pliff in this later finals, you got to really consider all the games that have been casted during this entire tournament. And more than often, I've seen Universal use some very good suction play and really good teamwork with E as most of the offense has gone down. Where Pliff has been a really good defense along with G2 Wolf. We can only have one MVP, and I really do think that Universal is
Why
the
not
answer.
both?
Yeah, why not Zoidberg? Yeah.
Most valuable player, not players.
Do I need to add an S to the end of this thing?
There is
Bill.
precedent, gentlemen. You know, in Super Bowl 12, the co-MVPs were Randy White and Harvey Martin.
Well,
They were both two very solid defensive players who both put a lot of pressure on the quarterback, and they didn't want to have to decide on which one was better, so they said just give it to both of them.
Nope. We'll end on this note. Hub John is MVP, and
Okay, there you have it.
I just want to point out in chat real quick, TLKV3 has mentioned that Uni won the overtime game 1 with the decisive goal.
Oh, that's true.
Nope.
Yes.
Hub John. End of discussion.
Hub John.
Hub John won it.
I think
Okay.
Hub John.
Okay, Hub John, it's
It's
decided.
unanimous.
Hub John
sorry,
quickly becoming a
Universal
fan
Pliff.
favorite here in Super
Let's put up a straw poll. All the options, Hub John.
Yep, someone make a straw poll right now.
The real Hub John, please stand up.
All right. Well, thanks for casting, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Thanks to you,
players,
man.
Thanks for
Yeah.
playing.
And thanks to everybody that you shouted out earlier. Yeah, Cause and all the guys who helped Billiam, of course, putting this together. Billiam, you got any final thoughts here?
Thank you to y'all for casting this and sticking it through the entire time. And
Absolutely.
thanks for joining us.
very
And thanks
much.
for everyone for playing and making this a successful tourney.
Mr. Zombie, how about you?
I'd like to thank Freaky for all of his work during all those earlier games, even though he couldn't be here in this chat
for
right
sure.
now.
For sure, yes.
I'd also like to thank Meffy for helping you out with those games as well.
Yeah, Meffy did great. He did great. He had a fun time, too. He couldn't make it today, nor could Freaky, but yes, thank you for mentioning them and lifting their names up here, as they do a great job for the Independent Broadcast Network, and you did, too, today. Thank you, man. Legit Bear.
Hang on. Sorry.
Yeah, we're going to get
quick-
to you last, man. Legit Bear, your thoughts?
Just a quick shout out to like organizers, Soka, Kaz, Bill, casters, and shout out to you know, the winner, Speed Hack Detected, aka Ixica, and you know, and the great community for supporting everyone, and yeah.
And thank you, Legit Bear. Let's do this more often.
Yeah,
And-
we should
and,
do this more often.
Yes, many times and often. And Soka, once again, thank you, man. Because before you get to your final thoughts and stuff, we want to thank you for putting this together and for everything you did to make this happen. And I know the community appreciates it as much as you've shouted out everybody. I know the community wants to shout you out as well. So thank you.
I guess thank you.
We're still not using Mumble.
I guess thank you. Yeah, okay.
Before you guys filter out, if you have any feedback for the tournament, please contact me on Reddit. I am user Sokawai, SOKAWAII with a dash at the end. I'm always active on the Super Bowl subreddit. It's not hard to find my name. Any feedback at all, comments, questions, concerns, please come tell me. It helps us make these better for you. It's just going to benefit you in the end run.
Awesome, man. Yeah, and definitely check out our Super Ball, because that is that's sort of become a cool place to find out a lot about the game. And yeah, go to the IRC, go hang out on QuakeNet, superball.na, and yeah, this game will be up later on YouTube on our channel if you don't want to watch the Twitch VODs or whatever. Some people prefer not to watch the VODs on Twitch. I don't know. They do the Twitch for the live stream and the YouTube for the later stream. But if you go to YouTube and type in IBN Casting, you can find this and many other games, including all the games yesterday that we casted on IBN2 are up. We've got them all up there now, so you can watch them. And later this evening, you'll be able to watch these games as well. So on behalf of all of us, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter at IBN Casting. And I am Winners with the One, and I have had a blast doing this weekend. Thank you, everybody, so much. Keep playing the game. Download it at superball.net, and keep watching, because so much is coming up here on the Independent Broadcast Network. Thank you, everybody. Have a great evening and a great Memorial Day weekend.
Kisses.
Peace.